What is up, everybody? It's Stevie Breach coming to you here today, driving home from work. I'm really about to go on vacation. I got some shit I got to do on Friday. We play softball on Saturday. Driving down, and then we got Universal and Disneyland all next week. But I'm here actually thinking about a match that's going to be taking place on Smackdown. The go-home Smackdown to WrestleMania. I don't even know where the Smackdown is. I honestly, with the way everything's down there in Los Angeles, they got NXT Sunday morning. I'm hoping that it's down there at the Staples Center. But sometimes they do it, out of the actual city and make you drive in. It seems like a lot of people would already be in LA. You would want to have it down there, but I really honestly don't know where they do the Smackdowns anymore because I haven't been to WrestleMania since WrestleMania 32, 7 years ago. Son of a gun. Haven't been to Disneyland, though, in probably 10 years. And that was something that it seemed like I was doing almost every year when my kids were little. But Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. This is a match, honestly, I understand why they do it, but now that they do it on, SmackDown, they've done that for the last couple of years. The last one I can remember is the one that Mojo won. That would have been in Orlando at 33. Well, no, then at 34, isn't that the one, that was won by, Broken Matt Hardy? Or no, that was the one that was won by Broken Matt Hardy. I think when Bray Wyatt came back, they were tired of beating each other up all the time, so they started tagging together, and that really didn't go anywhere either. But maybe Bray Wyatt won it and Matt Hardy came back. It was something like that, and that was the last one. Then it just started popping up on SmackDown, I'm pretty sure. You look around at what's going on. Bobby Lashley, biggest name that's out there that's in this damn thing. Is he the odds-on favorite? This guy was supposed to be wrestling at WrestleMania. He's supposed to have a match against Bray Wyatt. Last time we saw Bray Wyatt, he went home from the Madison Square Garden show. People say he's got a medical condition. People say that he's injured. People say that he's just upset with the way WWE is using him or treating him. A lot of rumors out there about that, but that Bray Wyatt match that looked like was going to happen never ended up happening. Lashley never got pumped into anything else. You can almost think that he's should be doing something with Omos and Bobby Lashley. I heard on the Cheap Heat podcast, they thought maybe Bobby Lashley, something happens, he gets dumped out of this Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Do they really want to use Brock Lesnar on the SmackDown before WrestleMania? But maybe, because their beef never really got finished, maybe Brock comes down during this Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, bumps out Lashley. That makes Lashley come back during this whole Omos versus Brock Lesnar match at WrestleMania that never kind of really makes any sense. They have a match. There's no real finish in it other than Brock's hitting the guy in the nuts, taking the DQ. That pushes Lashley in the direction of having a match against Bobby Lashley went to go have the match against Bray Wyatt. Dumbass. I don't know. You got too many B's in there, I think. Has a match that's supposed to happen against Bray Wyatt. That match doesn't happen. So does he come back? And maybe that's why we saw so many times in the back, MVP, Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin. We saw MVP talking to Bobby Lashley. We never saw all of the members together of the Hurt Business, but we all saw them conversing one way or another in different, things. And it was always kind of like the new direction of Raw is that something's always happening backstage. Even if it's, the car accident backstage, that stuff never really got figured out, I don't think. There's always, something going on. It seemed like the Hurt Business was always somehow involved in it. Maybe that was their way of tempting us, saying that these guys are getting back together. Maybe Bobby Lashley comes down, helps Omos get the victory. Bobby Lashley becomes the main guy of the group, but Omos is kind of like the muscle, and he's able to say that, I beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. MVP's talking about it the same way that Paul Heyman talked about it for so long after Brock Lesnar beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30. That just becomes like his thing. It kind of becomes what gets the giant Omos off the ground. He hasn't really done anything since breaking up with AJ Styles. Him coming out and challenging Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania was kind of like, this match ain't happening. I kind of thought, I was just kind of expecting Brock to come out and crush this guy, say he wants to fight Bobby Lashley. And then we kind of have Brock, Braun, and Bray all, looped in together. You look at what's going on in here. You got guys like Ali, LA Knight, Dolph Ziggler, Johnny Gargano. Honestly, when you look at this, a lot of these guys are the guys that, the Vince regime fired, and then all of a sudden it was actually Triple H brought these guys back. You would think that Triple H really wanted to use them, and now all of a sudden here we are at WrestleMania, and none of these guys are fucking booked. I mean, it sucks. Looking at the guys that are in this thing, and I just feel bad. If I had to pick anybody, I mean, the odds-on favorite, if you could actually bet on wrestling, has to be Bobby Lashley. But I don't really even see anybody that this isn't going to give a bump to, but even a thank you, or, you've been in WWE for a long time, so we're going to tip the hat and give this to you. I don't see anybody who gets anything out of this. I don't think any of the tag teams are going to break up. It would sort of kick off the weekend for the Bloodline if they were able to win it, but I don't even see his name actually in this match. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, I'm rolling with Bobby Lashley. I mean, it's chalkier than chalk. He's a guy that was supposed to be on WrestleMania. It's the only way I can see them doing a makeup thank you. Hey, wink, wink, we'll make sure that you're in a big, big match at WrestleMania 40. Other than that, dude just got screwed.